will work against Fetterman if he doesn't get those tax credits back in place. They're really seriously important in a bad economy.
He does favor them, and presumably that means he will vote to put them back into place, right?
Well, he as Trump says, we don't have many cards, and he just seemed to squander the cards, the one card that we had, and just fold. And it does look like he folded. And I don't believe that the Republicans are going to negotiate in good faith. They haven't done so since Trump has been president again, in Trump 2.0. So, you know, the idea that he's got some sort of working agreement with John Thune or whoever to make this right, I'm very skeptical of. And if he doesn't, and I hope he does, but if he doesn't get it together, I'll work against him.
I don't think you'll work against him if you identify as a Democrat, if that means that whoever the Republican is who might be challenging him has a better chance of winning against the other Democratic candidate.
Yeah, but we have closed primaries in Pennsylvania, so there will be a challenger. There may be many challengers. I don't know who's going to be running against him.
Yeah, we could get a progressive, and then we could get 2 Republican senators. That'd be fantastic.
That's possible. But then, you know, basically, Fetterman has become the Joe Manchin that will stab the Democrats in the back when it pleases him.
Is he stabbing the Democrats in the back?
I don't know. If we don't get those if we don't get the tax credits back in place, effectively the answer would be yes.
Yeah, but I mean, on some level, though, right? At what level do you have to count your losses and say, we went into a battle we couldn't win? I mean, how would we win this battle without? I mean, what was the winning strategy? I mean, what was, because the Republicans, you know, their hearts aren't breaking, nor is their base that people aren't getting their food stamps, because they don't believe in the government should be doing that anyway. So those people. I just think this is a good win.
I don't know whether that was rhetorical or William wanted to respond.
No, well, first of all, I couldn't. It was kind of breaking up, so it was a little hard to hear. But there will be a Democratic primary. It doesn't mean that the Republican is going to win. It doesn't mean we're going to get a clone of McCormick. It just means that there will be challengers in the primary for Fetterman.
If you can hear me now, what I was saying is this: is Fetterman's vote, right, was a judgment call. How would we have? What was the Democratic winning strategy to just keep the government shut down and keep starving people on food stamps in a battle we couldn't win because the Republicans weren't going to back down? I mean, we might have just misjudged our man. We picked the wrong hand to go all in on.
The tax credits for. First of all, you know, we did a huge bonanza giveaway to the richest of the rich, who get taxed much less than before.
I'm with you. I'd be for socialized medicine, but I'm living on the ground. Do you think we could have won this battle with the way the Senate is? I mean, what would be your strategy for winning the battle?
We did pretty well with the repudiation of Trumpism in the general election, and you know, the question is how long can you play, and was it really the Democrats that caused the shutdown, or was it the Republicans? I thought that the public was pretty well with the Democrats and attributed the shutdown to the Republicans, but Fetterman folded. So
that doesn't mean that's the truth, though.
Marshall, I think you're a patriot, but I don't share your truth.
Food stamps.
No. The Republicans were very clear. If you propose a separate bill, there will be negotiation.
They could have negotiated up front, and they didn't. They didn't do it because they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care if people lose their their insurance. They don't care if people are uninsured. They would like to abolish the ACA altogether. They don't care if people don't have insurance. That's the Republican dream. They've been working on that for years.
Yes, but it got shoved down their throat.
Well, too bad, because they lost. Okay, so now you're going to take health insurance away from most people.
You're arguing that a policy conviction just goes away. No, that's not how that works. The Republican belief in getting rid of bureaucracy is 100-year-old belief. We didn't like the Great Society. We didn't like the New Deal. We didn't like the interference. We didn't like the large bureaucracy.
Right, you didn't like women to be able to choose their own, make their own decisions about having an abortion or not. You don't like choice. You like big government to interfere with small decisions.
My point is, you actually have to have a policy argument about that. It doesn't go away without saying.
Well, you know what? The Republicans had a great opportunity to have the policy argument for a long time now, and they haven't done so. And they waited until the last minute, and this was an important issue. And then the Democrats folded.
As I have readily said, the Republicans have said, "Hey, we just want to repeal the thing." They've just said no, which I find unacceptable.
And wait, I'm with you on the policy stuff. I voted for Bernie Sanders. I'm probably leaning towards democratic socialism. What I'm saying, this is a fight we couldn't win. How many months do you hold out and keep people from things we care about, like food stamps?
How long do the Republicans hold out?
They can hold out forever because they every month people don't get their food stamps. That's a win for them because they don't like seeing that money spent anywhere. So what would be your strategy to win when they don't care and Trump wouldn't back down? Because Trump doesn't care. You're playing poker.
Well, Scott, I can't hear you, but I agree with you. Trump doesn't care, and the Republicans don't care, but their constituents care, and a lot of their constituents are getting screwed by their policies.
Scott, we lost you. Scott, we lost you. You're done. Through. Finished. Back by popular demand, and I see other people have done it as well. I have reposted to the main chat above the conversation between Scott and Dominic about whether Mamdani is the future face or the face of the future Democratic Party. So it's really an interesting discussion between them that I was pleased to moderate. So please feel free to click on that. Also, with regard to the chat, please, no personal attacks. Personal attacks in the chat are subject to removal. Repeat offenders are subject to their being removed. And finally, those that are still trying to get up on the stage, unfortunately, too late. You got to get on before 6 o'clock New York time because Gary has a drop-dead moment that he has to walk out the door to catch his train, and New Jersey Transit will not wait for Gary. William, followed by Steve.
I've already spoken. I'll look forward to Uncle Steve and Dominic and David.
Yeah, I know. Steve, Dominic, David, and Brett. Steve. Steve fell asleep. He's waited so long. Steve. Dominic.
Gary. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm impressed with the sincerity of William's point of view here. The sort of the I'm trying to separate the political animal from the policy animal there, and if politics is a competition of the virtuous, he who attempts or claims to be more virtuous than the next fellow, I think that's a difficult way to practice politics. My experience is that when practical people get involved in a negotiation about political policy. And I've always had small issues like whether or not we're going to expand the airport, or whether we're going to recognize the police union in our town, or whether we're going to allow zoning to exclude poor people. But of course, we never said that explicitly. We just said that you got to be rich to live here. Everyone compromised, at least made the appearance of compromising. Claims that the other party are disreputable, sort of an either or. I've always found very difficult to. It's kill or be killed politics, and I just don't know if that's useful. Two things that really I noticed today, that the Democrats who side and the one independent who sided with the Republicans on this are either being castigated as traitors or hailed as practical politicians who want to move the country forward. I said in the chat yesterday that they are going to be charged as being capitulators. And that's a fight within the Democratic Party. I called Schumer up and just William gave me the idea, or reminded me that I called Senator Schumer up and said, "What are you doing? What? You open the government." Okay, now his assistant deputy or whatever it was who answered the phone said, "Thank you, Dominic, very much. We know who you are, and you're never going to vote for us anyway." So, he couldn't care less if I was going to work against him. But he does care if, Sandy Cortez, is that her name? I'm going to start calling her by her name now instead of that. And so we just got to calm down with this political hatred stuff. Democrats are not evil. Republicans are not evil. All right? And once we get to that sort of Bolshevik notion that the other side is evil, the way Mao looked at Chiang Kai-shek, and 50 million people have to die in order to win. That is a prospect I want to have nothing to do with. And I just eschew any of this sort of like quote unquote radicalization of politics. It's very difficult for me. So I have been a practitioner in the arena, and it humbles me to be a part of that, to have that experience. And I know what to do with people who stand before me and accuse me of that they're going to kill me if I don't vote a certain way. I actually had people say that to me. I'd shrug it off, say, take your best shot. But the fact that someone would actually say that, it's kind of frightening. So the other thing I wanted to point out is today, President Trump met with, I can't pronounce his name, he's the president of Syria, which I think is is the real news of the day. It's an incredible, I don't know what you'll call it, almost magic-like international diplomatic hula hoop or something that Trump has been able to pull off, because Syria was as Russian-controlled as you could get. And Trump has somehow got them to go to the United States. I just want to recognize a good job. Doesn't make me a Trump acolyte, but you gotta, we gotta stop.
But it has nothing to do with today's discussion either.
That's right. I'm sorry. I just said I'll leave on this note. We got to stop the kill or be killed idea about politics.
Well, there are perceptions that we've been discussing a lot about perceptions, Dominic, and I've raised I've not said Republicans are all jerks or cold fish who don't care about poor people. I said the way that this is being handled, managed by the Republicans, gives the perception that they don't care, and that's a problem that they will have in the next election, to which Marshall agrees, especially if they can't come to terms on Obamacare. Now, Anson points out in text, Obamacare is not really for poor people, it's for middle-class people who otherwise can't afford health insurance. And that it's a misstatement to say that it's ignoring the concerns of poor people. So I answered in the text with a question, does that put us at a tipping point where you don't have to be poor to not be able to afford health insurance? Is that where we are in this country? Is that an indication of a shrinking and less economically viable middle class? It would seem that argument to the concerns about Obamacare being for poor people, maybe we have to redefine poor or levels of poorness. I don't want to see anybody who's working full time be considered middle class, and the middle class dream is it the middle class dream of a house and a driveway with 2 cars in the driveway? Isn't that supposed to be middle class?
A chicken in every pot.
Voter.
Right, a chicken in every pot. I mean, so maybe we have to. Well, please let me finish, Marshall. Maybe if Anson's observations are correct in his admonishment, perhaps we need to have to redefine what is the middle class, or does it even exist as we have known it growing up? There may be a quantum change going on in our society right in front of us. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care how you label the person. If he or she cannot afford to buy health insurance, and I think it's worse for them than the people in the middle class than it is for poor people, because poor people can apply for whatever their state version of Medicaid is. So if I'm making, depending on where I am, and it changes from locale to locale, but if I'm making like $20,000 a year or $23,000 a year, somebody threw out those figures earlier, and I don't qualify for Medicaid, I'm over the limit for Medicaid, but I'm under the limit. I can't afford to buy into the Obamacare because the premiums have gone up. So what? Who cares about you?
Can I answer, Karen?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So my point was the demonization of the.
I know what your point was.
Okay. So that's where I was coming from. If you want to talk about the specifics of the ACA policy, we have to deal with reality. What percent of ACA enrollments are fraudulent?
I don't know anything about how fraudulent they are. I've heard the argument. The only argument that I've heard about, I'm not asking any question. I did not even raise the issue of fraud. I'm presuming that if somebody's working at McDonald's, to use the example that was given earlier, and they cannot afford to buy health insurance on their own, and their employer is not providing them health insurance, they should be able to get into Obamacare without the premiums knocking them out of contention.
Okay.
Now, is that fraud?
But if you find out that you got Obamacare and that your deductible is $14,000, what good is the insurance?
Nobody is saying that Obamacare is a panacea.
There you go.
Nobody said it was a panacea.
Well,
What do you mean, there you go? So it's a solution to like eliminate it and start from scratch and let those people hang out to dry? Or is it a solution to extend it and then find an alternative or repair it?
Well, it's somewhere in between. Obviously, it involves reform, which I think my Democratic friends would support. That reform is always a nice Democrat word. We have to reform the policy so that it is not fraudulent in its perception. People perceive the ACA as fraudulent.
Well, I haven't heard the argument that there's widespread fraud in the ACA, and I have not heard the argument that that's the reason. The only fraud allegation that I've seen coming from the Republican leadership, and I don't know how this is as fraud, is that people buy into it and then they don't use it. Fraud. I don't get how that's fraud. Where's there this widespread fraud in the ACA?
Because the money goes to the states. Okay, the money goes from the federal government to the states that have the exchanges.
Yes.
That's fraudulent if the enrollee doesn't know that they were enrolled.
I don't understand that. I don't understand your argument.
He's saying they're gaming the system with fake enrollees and pocketing the money.
That's right.
The state is gaming the system with the fake enrollees? Well, then if you can't trust the states to run the program, do you also trust or not? Do you also distrust the states to run education?
Oh, listen, Gary, I am all for the ACA as long as we all agree that we are going to reform it so that it is not fraudulent. That's all.
Okay. I didn't realize that the fraud was the main issue here. I guess it has escaped me. Thank you, Dominic. Steve, are you back? David, followed by Brent.
Yeah, Gary, this was a bad deal for the Democrats. They got nothing out of this. They unleashed a lot of help, unleashed a lot of pain on the American people. I believe they had the moral high ground here, and I agree with a lot of the congressmen and women that were against the 8 senators who agreed to end the shutdown. Obviously, Trump was threatening the filibuster, and he would have basically told all those senators, you better, just forget about the filibuster and let's get the government open. They would have lost that way as well. But down the road, the Democrats would have won with the moral high ground with that as well. But let's look at the 8 senators that voted to open up the government. None of them are facing re-election next year. 2 of them are looking at retiring. I believe Durbin and another person. And Durbin wanted in on a high note with a bill that he wanted to put through, and I think that's going to pass for him. Fetterman is kind of he's in the mansion landscape, and he's probably going to get primaried and probably run as independent and kill the Democrats' options if he does that. So I don't think he believes that he's going to get reelected down the road. And then the rest are facing reelection in 2028 or greater. So they're the ones that came forward and took the bullet for the party. And I know the others are very accurate in saying there was a betrayal there. They weren't happy with Schumer and how he just kind of laid down as well. So what did the Democrats get, Gary? They don't really get anything. And I agree with some of the talking points that do we really think that the Republicans are going to revisit this and put it up for a vote in December and just out of the goodness of their heart decide to give the American people these subsidies back? I don't think so. I think these are going to die. And until the Democrats can get back into power, at least at the executive level or at the, House and Senate level, the American people are going to suffer with very high premiums. I mean, and to Anson's point, this is a lot of the middle class. This is a lot of business owners, people that have to white knuckle their insurance with their families by paying these premiums. The American system, Gary, for the longest time, after the Great Depression and the New Deal, most people had good insurance through their corporations, through their companies, through unions. In fact, it was only the seniors who got the socialized medicine at the age of 65, the single payer. And of course, we give that to our military as well for their service to our country. But for the majority of Americans, they either got to make a boatload of money to be able to cover their premiums, and then how do they cover their workers? Their workers got to go out to the exchanges, and once you make it over a certain dollar amount, these premiums are going to come. They're going to be like house payments, expensive car payments. And so, what does that do to the average American?
Who can only afford, if he got it, to pay $100 a month? He's that close to the end in the
I'm
job.
talking about people that show tax returns of a certain income level, Marshall. It's going to surge on it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not talking about the bottom absolute poor.
Yeah.
There was an article about a woman who had her own therapy practice, and it's anecdotal, but she just got the email from her insurance company. Her premium is going to jump from something like $800 a month to $1,300 a month, and she says she can't continue to run her practice with those kinds of insurance costs. So this is going to happen to a lot of people all over the country, and and the Republicans are acting like, well, you know what? The Democrats voted for this now. We can say that they opened up the government. They're going to blame them now. So all of the great talking points and the wind at their sails going into the midterms next year are going to go for debate. So now the Democrats have to figure out how to own this pain that the American people are going to suffer under. I think if we kept the government open a little bit longer and got the subsidies in play, it would have been a great win. Now it's just, let's get the government open. People need to travel and fly. Let's make our skies safe for everybody. And, we'll battle this out down the road. So that's my 2 cents, Gary. I think at the end of the day, the Democrats who could take the bullet for the team did. Those that didn't are shielded behind the people like Durbin and the rest who can basically be the hero on the Republican side, but yet not face the wrath of the voters come next year. So I don't know what we got out of this, Gary. I think it was just, a horrible exercise in our democracy, a further indictment of our two-party system. You talked about Trump meeting with the Syrian president. Before that, he was with Orban when they were asking him about the shutdown. I mean, these are leaders that Trump would like to govern the country. With their examples, he doesn't like this horse trading that goes on. He wants to have complete fealty to his decisions, and I think the Republicans have given him that. The fact that we haven't sworn in the congresswoman from Arizona, who then would provide the vote for the Epstein files. I think all this stuff, Gary, is just emblematic of that we're not being governed the way our founders intended. That it's really a bastardization of all that today. And I'll end there. Thanks.
Thank you, David. Yeah, Scott.
So I just pulled into Albany here, buddy. But I just want to say, and look, David and I are usually pretty sympathetic on policy things, and I'm in agreement with the frustration. But if not this, what was the better deal? What was the strategy? Hold out for 4 more months? Or I just don't understand. For the people that are frustrated with my Senator Fetterman, what was the better game plan, right? How would we win this fight? I wonder. Other than just indefinitely, when we don't hold any cards, other than public opinion, which probably the blame for the Republicans was slight. I mean, it wasn't massive, what I just don't understand what the winning strategy is. Like, and I say, I mean, this is it. What is it? What do we do? I mean, the Buddhist monk thing? Do we set people on fire? I mean, what would we do? How many more months do we cut SNAP benefits to create a revolution? So that, and maybe that's the strategy, that we make it so bad for Americans, SNAP and things like that. By the way, I'm on a fixed income. I get SNAP benefits. Okay, how long do people that can't get their food? How long do we say, hey, we're fighting a losing battle here, but we can turn it around? How long do we do that?
Well, I think you have to have legislation that speaks to the neediest of our American people, and maybe have legislation that line items their funding, irrespective of budget issues. You basically have to make, decisions and laws that secure the weakest of these in our society from being held hostage by the 1%. The 10%.
No, David, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Like I'd be for socialized medicine. I'd be for luck. But I'm saying in this particular battle, because a lot of people are giving shit to Durbin and Fetterman, my senator, who I like a lot. What could we have done differently here? I mean, maybe we shouldn't have picked the fight in the front. I mean, I don't know that people, like, I actually think it was prudent to fold. I mean, if you're playing poker at some point, I mean, there's some people that just can never fold a hand, right? They say, I'm pot committed, and then they lose everything they had. And so, so what, how could we have played this hand differently? Just put more chips in? I mean, how would we have won the fight?
I don't know, man. Some things are just worth. I mean, was the Civil War worth fighting to end slavery and keep the Union together? I mean, at some point, what do your battles look like?
No, so that's it. So what you're saying is like you would say, I manage it. I manage a house. I'm the general manager of a house for guys in transition, and every guy except one in my house that I manage, and there's right now there's 10 guys. All of them are on 3 cents except one. So what do I say to them? So I say, all you guys just like 3 or 4 months. It's worth it for the 24 million people that are making more money than them. And again, I think it's awful. I would be for something less of Obamacare. I think Obamacare is a center-right program to live with. But at what point do I say, Fetterman should have held out for 4 more months? These guys are stressed the hell out, running around at food pantries, and they're standing in line for 2 hours. At what point do I say, yeah, guys, it's worth it for you to stand in line for another, how many months, and it's winter, how many months, David, should I tell those guys? Fetterman's a candy ass. You guys should wait in there for 4 more months till the Republicans fold, which they're not going to fold. If we had a moral Republican, if we had President Mitt Romney and Liz Cheney, maybe I'd believe that. But we don't have those people. These people don't give a shit. And you're saying we're going to play poker with?
Well, we saw what happened when the judge said, hey, open up the SNAP benefits. Rather than seeing that as a moral position, the courts had ruled, Trump runs it up to the Supreme Court flagpole, right? So I think that there's a win right there. He's saying people being hungry in this country,
but you know what happened in my house? Because the thing went back a couple times, people that were on the number 1 thing for the food stamps got theirs. Then Trump got it shut off, and the rest of the guys didn't get it.
Right.
So were we saying, like, we would say, well, we'll win the other court battles? What I'm saying, I'm kind of defending. Look, and again, I'm left of a lot of these senators, but
no, I get it.
I think you fold. I think, like, I don't think you sacrifice the 42 million people that can't eat on the altar of the 24 million people. I think you live to fight another day. I mean, I think, and use it against the Republicans in the midterms. But I mean, I think if we're talking about priorities, I mean,
Well,
gosh, I think it's just brutal, and I think actually these eight
I think
Democrats
actually,
did the prudent thing.
as I said earlier, David, I think the ball is now in the Republicans' court. And we'll see what happens next month. December the 10th, that's when they promise to have a vote by on Obamacare. And let's see if they approach it in good faith. And it's how the American people will perceive it. And I don't think the American people will perceive it very well if they do not approach this in good faith. They may all be in agreement. Norm points out in text, Trump promised to fix Obamacare, but now he's not talking about fixing it. He's talking about defunding it entirely. Two different things. Brent, you get the last word.
I kind of want to respond to Scott and Abby real quick. First, on the point on Fetterman, you are quite right. He's popular in general, but you have close primaries. He's quite unpopular among the Democratic base. I kind of looked up the polling. There's one from PAC4 Blue, has him at 28% approval. Morning Consult has him at 24% approval among Democratic primary voters.
Brett, he's popular for me right now with the guys I gotta feed. I want to get these guys food stamps. So it's popular for me right now. But I'm on the ground with guys that are really stressed that can't eat. So
I'll circle back to that.
Kennedy John.
He is a senator who doesn't show up for work. I think he's got his highest absentee rate, or one of the highest absentee rates of any.
I got a kidney for sale. I got a kidney, a fresh kidney for sale. Who needs a kidney? I got a kidney. Who needs a kidney? Who needs a kidney? So we just got back. I just got back from downtown Chicago, and I filed legal objections to the incumbent, Darren LaHood, Congressman LaHood, and also the Democrat candidate, and they filed objections against me. So we go to court in 8 days.
I'm so glad my life is behind me with this, okay?
You know,
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I can't tell you, I spent my life doing this. I worked under Jimmy Carter.
You know what's amazing is I didn't have the objection printed, and you have to have triplicates. So I said, just give me 6 pieces of paper, and I hand wrote the objections.
I was just about to say you probably did that. You had to, right?
Yep.
You had to have something.
And I beat everybody into the line. They challenged me after I challenged them, I believe. But anyways, this is how it goes down, and this is my second time doing this. And the Democrat candidate, I'm sure, has never run before, and so he probably doesn't even know about the objections. And I might get the Democrat knocked off the ballot, and I might get knocked off the ballot, and my opponent might stay on, but he's 550 signatures short. So if we can all withdraw.
I do know.
You know how this is going to go down? Everybody has to file a withdrawal of objection, and then everybody gets on the ballot. Well, the voters decide March 17th of 2026.
No, but what is the point of all this funny business that you're doing?
It's not a matter of funny business. It's a matter of it has to reach the legality of being a candidate.
Yeah, you have to meet.
Okay, so he's just doing this to become a candidate. So obviously doesn't know what he's supposed to do, and then he might end up off the ballot or from.
Well, you've got to meet very specific guidelines, and there's deadlines, and there's a lot.
Okay, John, do your Monica impression.
Okay, go ahead, John.
Well, Concrete, I can't control the words that come out of your mouth, but in white belts and chillism, you are in violation of our rules, and you have a dirty potty mouth. And I can't stand listening to you, and I don't think anybody else likes listening to you either, Concrete.
I don't think Monica sounds like that.
Stop the thing.
Oh my God, you guys guys are so funny.
But Jonathan Bing is the biggest mortgage broker. NLMS number 085652333. If you need a mortgage and you are with Grant Cardone and me and Nelson Apega, we're gonna get you the money you need. This is just this is Jonathan Bing.
I don't know that one.
I don't either.
Well, that's because you're not in the real estate business. You're gonna need a mortgage though, so you're gonna want to follow me, Jonathan Bing.
I think it's one of Beth's friend. Like they have like a room in the morning or something.
Okay.
Do Cindy Stumpo. He does an awesome Cindy Stumpo impression.
Who are these people? Who's Cindy Stoffel?
You know, I love our president, Donald, but I got 30 fucking work sites going on across this country building luxury, major fucking developments, and Trump knows how valuable the illegal labor is to building magnificent pieces of real estate. And I love our president, but I resent the fact that ICE and Border Patrol are raiding my fucking work sites and shutting them down. Anyways, I'm going to the fucking White House with Grant Cardone on Tuesday. So we're going to find out what we can do to build these fucking houses, because I got Nelson Apega's investment money on the line with Chatter, and that's going fucking nowhere.
John, is this what you're using in your speeches too?
He does the best impressions.
I know, these are really hysterical, but aren't you running for office now?
He also does a good, can you do the Steve Appella one?
Steve Appel from
Steve
here?
Appel?
Yeah.
All these are people from here.
All of them are people, but Steve Appel's the only one I know. Who knows? Good.
Me and my mod squad here at Casa de Appel. What was that? No, that's a fact, not an opinion. Do you know the difference between a fact and opinion? Because that's a fact, and I'm pretty sure it's a fact, and I know it's a fact, so shut up! Go to the go!
You're out of here. That's what he says. I don't know. I have to investigate. I think that was our last name, Appel or Apple.
His impressions are hilarious.
I know this is good, but he wants to run for office though.
You should hear my Marshall Rankin. I've been working on the Marshall Rankin.
I need my impression. I need it now.
That's the impression.
My name is Danny, and I can't stop using this app and having weird rooms with weird people. I don't accomplish anything because all I do is sit here all day modding rooms, listening to weird people having weird conversations about weird things, which is basically like talking about nothing. They basically roast me and pack me up all day long with crazy room titles. And anyways, this is Danny.
Jazzy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, it was all right. It was I mean,
his Jazzy impression's spot on too. Jazzy and Shy.
Fuck you, Edmund Dakin. Doing yoga in your motherfucking shit-stained underpants, bitch. Suck a dick in the street, bitch. This is Jazzy, bitch.
Now that one I'm familiar with. That was a good one.
I like it when she gets really mad at me about something like so little. So mad.
Anyways, there are, characters on this app. It's like a theater production in a way, but, I've recorded it for many, many years now.
Really? Can't do that? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Look at all his phones. Look, he has a million phones there that he can go on.
John, I've gotten like 19 follows from you on Instagram. Is someone hacking your account, or are they really you?
No, these are all me. I was anonymously publishing under Adrian Dittman for like 2 years.
Okay. Because I keep getting
Elon Musk? Or were you pretending to be him?
No, that is Elon Musk. That's his other account on X. It's called Adrian Dittman.
Have you ever talked to him?
He's blocked all of my accounts, and he even took over my Adrian Dittman account because I dropped it. I changed everything to rebrand for the campaign.
Okay, so he took your account over?
Yeah, it's just Adrian Dittman now with one T, one N. It's him. It's 100% Elon Musk. And I have everything he does now is recorded, but I have him for like a year in unrecorded spaces just talking about whatever, stupid.
So weird. Is it like a loophole where he could get away? Like,
He just
trying to be
he
anonymous?
can't. He has so many followers under Elon Musk. He can't even use the account because it will break X if he ever tries to live stream on an account with those many followers. So he has to use Adrian Dittman, which only has a couple 100,000 followers. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
John, I'm losing it with that Trump picture in a diaper. I had to mute.
I know, right? That's the
Oh my
protest.
God, you have some really good ones.
No, he's hilarious too when he trolls the Muslims. When you go in the room and troll those Muslims, it's hilarious. Do they always throw you from the room, John?
Not every Muslim room chucks me, but I can read Rumi, and therefore you can confound Muslims because Rumi poetry is, Islamic or Muslim or Persian, and Sufis who are Muslims, like, I don't know, they can just basically supersede, gaslight, troll, debate, maybe like your typical Sunni Shia Muslim. It's definitely like the mystical Islam is universal. So it's something people should learn. If you fear Muslims, you're a schmuck because it just shows that it shows that you can't even debate their own religion in a way. People should be able to debate it for sure. And people on this app bring a lot of fire and smoke to Islam.
I got my account suspended because I had a PTR that said eating 2 strips of bacon gives you a 100% chance of not being a suicide bomber.
That seems offended. I'm offended, Nick. I'm not a suicide bomber, and I gave up bacon a year ago.
Well, the 9/11 hijackers. I mean, do you know the stories of like the way they lived their lives before they supposedly crashed those planes?
Were they on Clubhouse?
No, they were like doing drugs. They were going to strip clubs, doing all kinds of crazy shit.
I never heard that.
Yeah. Imagine an Arab Muslim about to commit suicide. What do you think they're going to do? Sit there like be all devout or something? No, they're going crazy. So you can look it up. I'm not going to Google it right now, but anyways, today was another day on this journey to getting on the ballot, and it's like very patternistic now because this is my second time running, and the first time I didn't file the objection. I asked my friend to file it for me, and the lazy bum didn't file the objection. So this time I made sure I did every single thing myself, asked nobody for nothing. Every step of the way I did everything. Even if people duplicated what I did, I still did it. So this time around, if we don't get on the ballot, or we don't cause some type of conflict or get some type of favorable ruling, I'd be very surprised. Like this time, it seems like I will have created some type of rift in the time fabric of some sort with my objections. So, because it goes to a hearing and a judge is going to hear my arguments, and I can file motions and request submit subpoenas.
Can you actually have a debate with Darren LaHood?
There are 2 objectors to my candidacy and my petitions, and so there's dual challenges. I have 2 challenges against me, and I have 2 challenges against the incumbent and the Democrat candidate. And what's interesting is this time I have the Illinois election law book. The employee there gave it to me in Springfield, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, thank you, dude, because To read that on a PDF is brutal, but this time I can go through it and find enough information to create significant exhibits, emotions, and come to the trial with a litany of emotions.
Guy's dad was the former United
I got a
States
question, right?
Secretary of Transportation. That's crazy. That's pretty
How do y'all
high
feel
honor, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about Donald Trump trying to claim dictatorship over America and seize control over Southwest Nigeria?
That's the most framed and ridiculous question I've ever heard, but what's your point?
What do you mean, what's my point?
I'm asking you a question.
What do you mean, what's my point? I asked you, how did you guys feel about that?
I know, but instead of answering your question, I just want to ask you a question before I answer your question. And just tell me, what do you think your point is in asking the question?
My point in asking the question is asking y'all how y'all feel about God.
I know, but before I answer your question, I'm asking you a question, and I'd like you to answer the question I'm asking you first prior to me answering the question you asked me.
I just answered it.
But what's your point? Because you're on my show on YouTube. It's called What's the Point? And so I just constantly say, what's the point? That's the whole purpose of the show. So what's your point?
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, what's your point? You're on the What's Your Point show.
What's the point of the What's Your Point show?
What's your point?
No, but the point of the What's Your Point show is what?
To just constantly say, what's your point?
What's the point of that?
I don't know. What's your point?
First, though.
Does anybody have a point?
Do you have a point?
Does the point have a point, or is it the point?
I don't know. Okay, we're moving on in the What's Your Point show. What's your point?
Who's on first?
My point is the point.
All right, well, what's your point about the point?
It's not a point about the point. It's just the point.
All right, well, I'm going to go back to the mods because clearly this man does not have a point. We have confirmed it, and I'm moving on in the point show. So I hope everybody has a great afternoon, evening, and just want to say one more time, what's your point?
The point.
What's your point?
So now that you know what my point is, I want to ask you, what's the score?
I don't know. What's your point?
What's the score?
Well, when I say what's your point, that's like asking somebody, what's your objective here with this communication exchange?
If you tell me what the score is, then I'll tell you what my point is.
Got it. You got no point. So what's the point?
You got no score. So what's the point?
I don't know. You're on my show called What's the Point? So what's the point of this convo? Can moderators, can you detect what this guy's point is?
Your show is on my scoreboard. It's based upon my scoreboard. So what's your score?
Listen, bro, I don't know what to tell you, but you got no point, You gotta get a point if you want to be on the point show. So what's your point?
You gotta have a green if you want to claim a room as your show.
Listen, it's not about the green bean here. You're on 15 YouTube account live right now called the What's Your Point Show by Candidate John. So what's your point?
But what's your score?
So what was your point to come in here?
I'm dog name shit on all platforms, by the way.
What does that mean? Is that English?
Yeah, it means I'm a dog and my name is shit. I'm a dog named shit. And that's my name on all platforms.
Wait, your point? Oh, he left. Oh, good. What was his point?
He didn't leave. I knocked him out.
I was beginning to think he didn't really have a point. I don't know. That's what I call the point show.
That's the point show. You can have a point.
So, anyways, I feel like, celebrating on this journey, but going to the gym would be an excellent option right now.
That's a great idea.
That's what I was telling Danny this morning. You got to start going to the gym.
I'm headed there myself. if that piece of shit mayor in Chicago, if they're going to re-elect that stupid ass.
That stupid ass. That stupid dumbass.
Well, then again, look at what happened. What New York City did. They elected Mamdani.
It's just so upsetting as a New Yorker. I don't understand.
How long do you think it'll take before New York City collapses, John, or Grace, or anyone?
I say 6 months.
I'd give it about a year.
It could be. I teeter-totter between the two, but let's see. Once it starts hitting people's pockets, once it starts being such ridiculous policies, people are going to go in the streets. They don't understand the rest of the United States that New Yorkers like myself don't take this garbage.
See, if Mamdani was smart, he would pull a Trump and do some type of public works, and spin it and become a builder and get people to want to move there. Because if all these liberal Democrat socialists, if there's a herd psychology, maybe he could attract the top 10% and get them to purchase real estate in New York City, and because he has all that star power with AOC, and their whole journey now is just creating like basically leftist propaganda, and then somehow getting banks to give them the money and the councils or the city councils to approve everything. So they themselves have to sell their vision to get as much as they can possibly get for their works or whatever, lobbyists are begging them for money, or how they're going to fill their budgets. So, they... Anyways, if anybody can do it, it's these, social media creators, because fucking Cuomo and Sliwa. Oh my God!
This was a very poor representation of what goes on.
Like the worst.
I think it's by design. I think they're really good at rigging elections.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't think this was a rig. I think that
The younger people, they buy into all that free shit because they never understood economics. What's the old saying, like, if you're a Republican before you're 21, you don't have a brain or a heart. I can't remember. But that's the thing. It's like all these young people, they feel hopeless. So this guy's promising all this free stuff.
Well, why did they split the vote?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Sliwa split the vote.
Yeah.
They couldn't do a 1-to-1, and therefore the election was lost to this, Persian
Where's
terrorist
AOC from?
promoter.
Is AOC from the Bronx?
Well, the point is, it's 6:24, and I have another room open called John Kitover, candidate Congressman, Illinois, $16 sign. And I got invited to this Islamic event. It is a civic open engagement with candidates sponsored by multiple Muslim nonprofit organizations.
But you're going to just troll there.
I'm not going to. I think I'm just I will answer any questions if I'm asked anything, but I'll just read a poem. I'll say I really don't have any comment on that. I'd be happy to get back to you. Like, I'm not going to sit there and pontificate, or maybe I will. I don't know. But anyways, I think the dates, I got to look at the dates to see, is it before or after the hearing for the objection. But my opponent has not confirmed to go to this event, and the Democrat challenger has. So much of this is all just tied to like creating publicity and press pieces for myself.
I did politics almost my whole life.
It's so cool.
Understand.
It's cool because I like Clubhouse in the real world. But we'll see how all these objections go down. It's going to be a really interesting journey this time, because this time my objections are filed. Last time I didn't file any objections, but this time I did. And and I looked over his petitions and I was like, no effing way. He only has 100 sheets. You need 155. And or be within a 10% margin. And he's not within that 10% margin. I was like,
And what about you? Where are you with it?
I'm above. I'm 100,
Okay,
100 above. And as soon as I saw his number, oh my God, I got dressed so quick and I ran. I was like running to the train. I was like, I can't believe he only submitted 100 sheets. He might, he has won for 10 years, and like he's even using his old petitions that are outdated. He didn't use the 2026 form. And
well, that's already before, that should be before, the court or whatever, whatever comes first, because that's not allowed.
Also,
when I was in politics, I worked in the White House. These are ridiculous.
His circulators also don't designate their party because he's using an old form. And he just puts his name at the top of it, Congressman LaHood. It's like, whoa, dude, who the fuck in your office decided to print these petitions?
Yeah, well, they all should be taken in front of a judge privately.
Yeah, they do. Well, I'd like to when I ran last time, I live streamed the hearing, and they do have a court stenographer there.
Yeah, they have to.
It was unbelievable. And so the opposing attorney, he just sits there and reads case law. That's it. He literally, before the court, he'll just sit there and quote case law off his cell phone, and that's it. That's all he really says. And he says, yes, judge, no, judge, things like that. But he just sits there, and for the record, just to get it into the public hearing and into the stenographer's printout, he just sits there and quotes all this case law as if it had like any significance or meaning. It was just like meaningless
What does the judge
dribble.
say? What does the judge say? The judge is there to clarify.
The judge is there to follow procedure and listen and just say yes or no. And the judge very fairly lets you say your peace of mind. But the point is, if you go in there with things to submit and read, it becomes even more complicated because then it becomes public record. So I have the law book this time. The guy there didn't even look me in the face who gave it to me. And it's like a little racket. It's like 15 people that control the congressional, senatorial, every election. It's like 15 people.
You don't have to tell me. I was in that business for many years.
What a job. That's a career.
Yeah, it was a career. And you have to be on top of your case law because you can't just let the judge, bulldoze you.
The last judge I had was good, but because I didn't file my own challenge, I couldn't challenge. And thing is, I had to cross-examine the opponent, and the opponent wouldn't appear. Only her attorney would appear. But because I didn't file a challenge, I couldn't subpoena her to come in and provide testimony because she didn't get those signatures. They were given to her. So it really is a racket, and they're willing to lie and commit forgery because these are notarized documents. So it is forgery to fraudulently draft petitions.
And for years, from the beginning of time, they pulled this.
But they're really doing it at a very highly organized level here in Chicago.
Just like it is in New York City.
For the smallest elections imaginable, for what they call committee person, which is a nothing. It's all you can do is vote.
A committee person.
It's not an elected position.
That's correct.
It's just so you have the ability to vote on what you call central committee, and that's basically non-existent. The whole thing is a charade. Not for the Democrats, though. The Democrats do have power because they have money. The Republicans here have no money and no leadership.
That's not how it is in New Jersey.
Yeah, the Republicans here, it's really just person to person. The Republicans have nothing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
land of
think
Lincoln.
that tide has changed in a lot of parts of the United States because of Trump. He has his minions out there, even in small towns.
Yeah, in Illinois, there are minions of MAGA minions here throughout all these different counties, and they are organized. And that's who should technically be drafting these petitions. But when I just did a quick summary through LaHood's petitions, it's not that way. It's you can learn a lot by just sitting there and looking at these petitions and seeing who generated them, where they were generated, how many signatures look similar, why, because there's so many different columns. And it's like, if you look at the county column, it's always like, why are all the county signatures similar? They may have just filled in blanks.
They put in dead people. They made signatures of dead people.
Anyways, the thing is, like, if there is fraud in LaHood's petitions, well, first of all, I'm going to run them through AI because Grok allows you to analyze any document that has a link. So for me, this whole thing is about creating content on top of content on top of content, and it just never ends because every step of the way, I just photograph and film everything. So
love it. Genius.
yeah.
That's another approach. That is really a good approach. And the AI, using AI to put this together, that's amazing. Great idea. Great idea. Because you got to call it out before, somebody takes care of it under the table, as I call it. Did it for a very long time. New Jersey is not an easy state either when it comes to elections.
So there's this attorney here that has a huge following on X. He's got like 250,000 followers, and he has a personal relationship with Elon because Elon retweets him. And I took a selfie with him, gave him a hug, and he said he would represent me at the objection.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I mean,
getting those pictures out with him.
Yeah, because he's gonna retweet that, and I mean, I'll get a lot of followers with that. But this guy has a huge
Very
following.
smart. Very smart. Listen, all over the country, everyone is not as smart as the three things that you just exemplified. They're just not. People don't get it anymore.
Well,
so anything that you can do to ignite something different in a different way will get you ahead of the game. And I've been saying that for the past 10 years to most candidates. I don't want to hear all the old stuff and the old school stuff. You're in a time where, digitals are everywhere and you can reach a lot of people and encourage them to get to the polls in ways that we haven't before. I don't want to hear your little, stumping speech. They want to connect, and they want just one sentence that, hits their soul of why they're going to get to the polls.
Well, there's a lot of ways to look at this because this isn't
There's no one way. There's no one way in this.
Well,
you got to be burning all the time on different avenues.
Well, because equal objections have been filed, if the judge is impartial basically this creates a negotiation opportunity for me, and LaHood could offer me something, or the Democrat candidate could offer me something as well because I challenged him as well. So basically, it goes two ways now. Like, I've created a double jeopardy opportunity
situation,
moment. Yeah, and I've created a publicity, quagmire and event for the Illinois GOP, for the, for LaHood, and this is all newsworthy, and so I mean, if you could, reach out to Fox News or MSNBC or CNN Politics as my press agent, let me put you in the registrar.
Okay.
Candidate John, Grace, Danny, 11, 10, 25, bing, bing, bong, bong.
Yeah, I did that for a very long time.
Bong, bong. Danny was my crisis actress early on in the campaign. Danny, what was your favorite moment of the campaign as a crisis actress?
I don't know. I just did some research on the family and stuff,
Very nice, Johnny.
No, but he didn't ask me to. I just did it without his permission and read about what happened in Egypt and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a bad girl. I keep reading this information I'm not supposed to read about.
All right, well,
Good luck.
Thanks. What are you doing the rest of the night?
I'm going to sleep because I haven't slept yet, but it's been 24 hours. But after that, I'm going to be in better shape. Yeah, but anything you need that I can help with, I'm happy to. I worked under Jimmy Carter. I worked with a lot of politicians.
Try to get me an interview with a journalist.
Journalist where? You're in what state?
I'm in Illinois.
What about El Normo?
Why? What's El Normo doing?
No, I need somebody with a platform, somebody who can publish, an interview.
Yeah, that's the big piece.
What about, are you like platform pro-Israel? Do you got pro-Israel people near you or something?
No, I need somebody that has profiles on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok.
There's people like that have a lot of followers that are like niche into certain.
Well,
so
go ahead. You need to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm reaching out to you on behalf of the campaign to elect John Kitover to Congress. John would like to do a 5-minute, 10-minute, or 30-minute Q&A with you for you to publish on your profile. Follow John Kitover at John Kitover, that kind of shit. That kind of communication, Danny.
Nice. This app does kind of suck, doesn't it?
Why today more than any other day, do you think?
Well, I had 3 people tell me they wish I had a miscarriage, stillbirth /
Yeah, but the rest of us don't have that, so you can't interact with people like that. You obviously had other kinds of conversations with them that led to that moment of ridiculousness, so.
No, I think they just don't have souls.
They don't have souls, so you have to start getting that right away from the people. Look at their profiles, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth, which is nasty, they don't wait long, get rid of them. No conversations.
It was just a psyop because it's so fucking obvious,
Yeah, you just have to get rid of them.
So who knows what's gonna happen to me? I want to be here to raise my autistic son,
Right, so that's what I'm saying. You cannot engage with those people even for a sentence. Once you hear what comes out of their mouth, you just block them. That's all. We all get people who are nasty, but they reveal themselves pretty quickly, especially on this app. We're getting a lot of haters that are going on. The tide has changed on this app increasingly over the past year.
Really, I've known this person for like 3 years, I think, That's why it's really fucked up,
Well, as soon as you get to that one sentence where people get to be hateful and mean, they get blocked. It's real easy on this app. I don't take any of that garbage.
I like to give people second chances and third chances.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Not on this app. You don't know what's behind the picture.
Well, they told me that I was mentally ill and I had to practice radical love for the whole wide world. So blame it on them.
That's right. Blame it on them. It is them. So just fault them.
I'm going to blame Marsha Linehan and therapy, and I'm going to sue them. And I'm going to sue them for teaching me radical love and acceptance. I don't think it was a good thing to teach me.
Sorry, I'm sitting here looking at my YouTube and how I'm just basically projecting.
But that was a good laugh. Tell us about why you were laughing.
Because it's like a reality TV show on my YouTube channel at this point.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because I have, I ruined some good videos with copyright infringement because I was playing movie quotes from the movie Network.
Did you know that Marsha Linehan went to Stony Brook University?
Where is that? In New York?
Yeah, it's
in Long Island.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's a weird ass building. The hospital looks so fucking weird.
2 rejections have been filed against my campaign.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey,
You have to tell us how you say your name.
Oh, Ilmi.
Ilmi.
Yeah.
Is that your real name?
No, it's not my real name.
Okay.
But inshallah, it's going to be the name that I give my son.
Oh. And what does it mean?
It means my knowledge.
My knowledge. And what?
I just
language.
Ilm means knowledge, and then means my knowledge. But let me look up I know it means something like knowledge, but let me look it up.
Yo, the hospital's weird because there was a Jewish architect, I'm going to assume, because his last name's Goldberg. But I did get in a fight over Berg versus Goldberg and how Berg is a German last name, not a Jewish last name, although it can be Jewish, but it means hill. It means hill. So, but he went to Bauhaus. How do you say that? That's like a architecture, Bauhaus. That's pretty interesting.
Ilmi means knowledgeable or scholarly. There you go.
In what language again?
In Arabic.
In Arabic. Okay, I don't know Arabic that well.
Well, yeah. But Ilmi specifically isn't necessarily like an Arabic name. It's more of a Somali name.
Uh-huh.
And Somalis just kind of took Ilm from Arabic and just like added the E and they just made the name Ilmi. But Ilm by itself means knowledgeable or scholarly.
Very nice. Never knew that.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful when I have my children. If I ever have children, I'm kind of scared that I might not have children.
No, don't give up that dream.
Yeah, I'm almost 30, and
you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to get your princess.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just
Don't get disillusioned. Do not get disillusioned on that front.
Honestly, I need to get my life together too. As
soon as you do that, the other pieces will fall in place.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Just use your soul. You got one. Let it elevate who you are.
Yeah, thank you.
What, Danny? What did you just say? You were gonna
what if I don't have a soul?
Then I think you should start searching for it.
Do you know that song?
I have an answer for you finally. You usually play Stump Grace, but this time you couldn't. What song?
The one from Ally McBeal by I forget the person's name.
What's the first verse?
I've been down this road searching the dirt, or something like that, you know?
I don't know it. That's so funny. I don't remember it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ally McBeal.
I loved Ally McBeal.
And the dancing baby. It was like, I've been searching my soul tonight. I know there's so much more to life. I have such a bad voice, but it was something like that.
You did good.
It was like, I find my way back home or something were the words, but that's
I don't remember that song. Wow.
I like it. It's a cool song.
It is a cool song. Wow.
What's a nail buffer for?
A nail buffer?
Yeah.
A nail buffer is to sometimes nails get very brittle, so it smooths out like sometimes there's bumps.
I see. I know what you mean. Okay, that's what.
And then you buff it, down.
I'm a guy. I don't need to do it.
Yes, you do. Sometimes your nails get ridges. So
yeah, you don't wanna hurt nobody.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's just the ridges in the nail. So that means that you don't have some kind of you have a little vitamin deficiency. So yeah, file it down a little, and then the nails, reproduces because the nail's always growing.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing to do. It's not the worst thing to do. People ask me that. They ask me it all the time by any stretch of imagination. But I'm just saying, I remember when I asked others.
All right, this message is
What did you say? What did you say?
No, I'm emailing Airbnb. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, Donnie, what are you doing? Out with us? All right. And today, keep up the good fight. Keep up the good fight. It's important. It's important that good people get into office. I've spent my whole life in that arena, and I just, don't let anybody discourage you. I know that you're on a positive path, but don't let the noise behind you get into your head. That's the biggest thing people should do who are running for office. Forget the noise.
Yeah, I agree. I like the saying, "You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather."
Everything else is just the weather. I like that. Yeah, but don't let the naysayers have any part of your soul. That's the biggest problem in politics.
I'm in a good position. You know why? Because I can take the train right to the hearings, and other people got to come in, park, or get a hotel. It's a pain in the ass for people.
I'm sure.
Candidate, can I ask? Can I pick your brain in politics?
What?
I just wanted to pick your brain. I just, you're running for office and stuff. I just wanted to see what knowledge you have about politics and stuff.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
Where can we start? Let's start with like the obvious questions. No. I don't know. I don't even know what to ask, to be honest.
Exactly. You didn't know it, but you're on my show. I have a podcast that I do every night. It's called What's the Point? And the whole point of the show is just to constantly repeat all the time, what's your point?
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to pick your brain. See,
I know, but what's your point, though?
Do you have a background, like an education background in like political science or anything?
Yes, I do. What's your point?
Oh, okay,
What's your point?
My point.
Have you heard of the corn cobs in Chicago?
Yeah, I have. I've been inside.
So that's the same guy that designed the hospital I was talking about.
Ah. Well, I've been inside a corn cob, inside the corn cob. Make that make sense. What is your point, Ilmi?
Well, my point was to exchange knowledge, or mostly me taking knowledge from you, but Okay, let's start with geopolitics, because I find geopolitics more interesting than what exactly is America's relationship with the Middle East?
What's your point?
Like, what is like specifically Saudi Arabia? What's like? Is it just oil? Is that what it is? Like,
What's your point?
Come on, man, you're trolling me now.
Behind every question, there's usually a statement.
What's your point? You have bias in every question, but I mean, what's your point?
You're trolling me.
I'm not trolling you. I'm asking you a question.
You're confusing me, man.
Well, that's a you problem. I was just asking what your point is.
Are you black candidate?
Am I black?
Yeah.
Black and blue? Who are you?
Are you black?
Vinny Flamengo. Welcome to the room. This is a public space, and I think questions like that could be triggering or gaslighting to some people who might be listening. So let's just move this conversation forward And
But
you know,
you didn't answer it.
well, I'm gonna answer your question. Please be patient. I'm just gonna ask you a question before I answer your question. What's your point? Because you're on my show on YouTube right now. We're live streaming. The show's called "What's Your Point?"
Who the fuck can act? You're not black.
Excuse me?
It's the most retarded ass shit.
What are you?
Normal human being.
What are you asking? What are you asking?
I'm not axe murderer. Say ask.
Well, Grace and Danny, I'm sorry for asking a controversial question. Vinny apparently is easily and emotionally upset. So if he says anything inappropriate or racist, I would just encourage you to kick him from the room. Because you're on my show. What's the point? What's the point? What's the
Well, this is not a
point?
trolling room. This is not a trolling room, Vinny.
I saw you. Sorry.
What's your point, Vinny?
Vinny asks, what's your point of being here?
Oh, just, I mean, I don't know.
I like my life. My life is amazing.
And why is it amazing?
Because I have a beautiful family. My family's amazing.
That's great. What makes them amazing?
My mom's hilarious. My older brother, me and him aren't talking right now. But we are talking. It's kind of weird, but we're still cool. I know we're live streaming. Candidate is live streaming, so he gets to hear all of this, and he doesn't know that I have an AI voice tracker, so I could find my own voice on the internet, and I can figure out his identity. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think that.
Dude, I'm public, man. Look at my profile.
Oh, you're public. I haven't even looked at your profile.
I'm running for Congress.
Oh, you're John Kitover. You're the
John for Congress.
Oh, man.
Are you on Twitch or Kick? Which one?
It's fucking John Kitover.
John fucking Kitover.
You know, I have a message for the world.
What's your message? What's your message?
My message for the world is that I think we should all learn to love each other and respect each other and don't allow politics to get in between us and our country in America. And we should all treat each other like we're brother and sister, and we can create safer and better communities if we all just put our mind to it.
America. Fuck yeah.
Well, you know, you left something out in your little world message of peace. I mean, you didn't even say, you know, honor thy mother and thy father. You just said, yeah, treat everybody like your brother and your sister. But what about your mom and your dad? You left them out of the equation, Vinny.
Of course, that goes with it. Respect our elders. Yeah.
The first thing he said was his parents, right? Elmi said his parents, his mother.
Yeah, my mom's amazing, bro.
So he started.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought I was talking about Vinny for a second here. Ilmi,
I think you were talking to Vinny, and I just wasn't paying attention.
Ilmi, you know, what is your point?
Do you think I could name a cat Schrodinger? I think Vinny's gonna kill me.
Ilmi, what was your point about saying all that? Vinny, before we move on to Danny's Schrodinger's cat, Ilmi, can you tell us what your point was?
My point is that we're extremely divided, and we have been extremely divided for decades now politically. And it's just stupid, bro. And then all the racial tensions and just like stuff going on all over the world. And it's sad, bro. It's truly sad.
Got it. So what was your point?
Yeah, it's not gonna work this time, Mr. Candidate.
Well, you're on my show. It's called What's the Point? The whole point of the show is just to constantly just keep saying, what's the point? So, anyways.
This reminds me of that other guy's show, the Zach Galifianakis guy from Hangover.
What's the point of your statement?
The point is that this isn't very comical, and you need a better niche.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny here.
What is it?
I'm just trying to say, you know, what's the point?
That's the point.
What's the point?
That's the point.
What's the point?
That's the point.
Got it. Okay, moderators. I've done my work here. We've gotten nowhere. He has no point.
Well, candidate, I hope that you do well and that you have strong messaging and get it out there so that people know what you're all about, what you stand for. Did politics for a long time and campaigns, and we need people who tell their truth and tell their narrative. So I hope that you continue on your path and help the people and show them how what you're going to do next is going to be informative for them and show them the road to a better world and a better life and a better community that they live in, and not to stand idle. And it's not just getting to the voting booth and flipping a switch or making a press, but it's about ensuring that what this United States of America was cemented on is something that we should continue in inviting different voices and not letting people just sit back on their laurels and let other people make decisions for themselves, but to get out there. And I wish you an enormous luck and hope that the people who are listening understand the policies and things that you want to change, the things that you're committed to, and I wish you a lot of luck.
Yeah, and try not to scapegoat anybody, candidate. And I typically don't like politicians to begin with. I feel like all politicians, they're kind of gangsters, just in suits for the most part.
Candidate doesn't come off that way. Candidate's telling his line, his way, and I don't think he sounds like a politician. I think that he sounds like someone who is looking to represent others by listening to them and combining his wisdom with those of the people who are hopefully going to vote for him.
I hope so.
Because if they have shared values, that will be a winning team. It's time for the American people to also do their part in evaluating the people who are not just going into voting booths and putting switches on.
Grace, I think a lot of the times though, most Americans only vote when it comes to they only know who to vote for when it comes to a president, but when it comes to local, who they're putting in for House of Representatives and Congress, or just governors or mayors or local constables and things of that nature. They have no clue what the hell they're doing.
That's been in the past. Right now, people's pockets are being hit all over the United States, and they want to hear from people who are going to make that change. Otherwise, they're not going to vote. They need people with a clear mind talking to them about what they're going to do about the high rise of groceries, what they're going to do about mortgage rates. It's very specific right now. Are candidates all doing that and addressing that? No, because they're concerned that they're going to say the wrong thing. But right now, that's what the American people are very clear right now, whether it's worthy to vote or not, because they're not hearing from their politicians the micro. It doesn't matter what level of office. What are they going to do micro for individuals' livelihood? Because right now, prices are high, rents are high, mortgages are high, interest rates are high. That's a lot of different people from different groups who are feeling it in the United States, let alone the people who are on the poorer levels, who are not getting, we just resolved today, I think, a SNAP situation for people who are on the lowest income. It is raw in the minds of those who felt it. We have marginalized those who are poor in the United States, and we usually don't hear from them.
we did hear from him this time. So, very good.
My heart. The other day, I was on a phone call with a friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, and we were just talking. And he was telling me, like, he had a great job that was paying like $30 an hour setting up cable. So, like, setting up cable for different customers and stuff. He worked for AT&T. And he was telling me, but he got fired from the job. I don't know why he got fired from the job, but he ended up getting fired. He was telling me, like, he just found a new job, but while being in between jobs,
and dealing with,
like, one night, his daughter needed diapers, and he didn't have any diapers. He didn't have no money to get her diapers. So the first thing he did was just turn on DoorDash just to get his daughter diapers. And it was, oh man,
that's fine.
just hearing that come out of his mouth broke my fucking heart, bro. It literally broke my heart. Man.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Cop Raphael, good as hell.
Me in the butt, and like he gave me, like, what are you doing? You stop from syndrome.
What do you think my stance is?
Your stance is that if they're gonna take over and shit, we just pay the jizya and they'll be kind of nice to us sometimes.
That's what you want my stance to be.
No, that's what you just said.
Your question was a very simple question. Would you rather have Jews or Muslims?
You know, I said secular Jews or practicing observant Muslims.
Okay, and my answer is practicing Muslims, and I can give you the reasons, and you're more than welcome.
Yeah, you said because you just have to pay the jizya and then everything's fine, and sometimes they're nice to you. Sometimes they fuck you in the butt, and sometimes they beat you with a stick, but other times they're just nice to you.
Sure, we can agree to disagree. I would rather
You have Stockholm syndrome.
I would rather pay jizya than have someone try to convert my kid into a faggot. So that's just my humble opinion. You can disagree, that's fine.
Hey, moderator, rabbi.
Abortion, he doesn't want trans, he doesn't want all that LGBTQ stuff. The Muslim isn't trying Marxism.
Let's let the top Jew Messiah.
Kick this nigga.
Okay, so Evital is a campaign contributor, and I just wanted to give a campaign contributor an update. We filed.
Wait, you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I filed objections. Okay, you might be projecting. I filed objections against Darren LaHood and against the Democrat candidate. 2 objections were also filed against me. And that's it. They were filed in triplicates, and the court case is, I think, November 18th. So this all goes to court, and now I've created a time rift because last time I ran, I didn't file the objections, but this time I did. So if an objection nullifies an objection, we're going to be on the ballot.
What the fuck are you saying? What are you saying?
I filed with the Illinois Board of Elections legal objections against Congressman Darren LaHood today because he only has 1,000 signatures. You need 1,550 to get on the ballot. So I might be the de facto Republican candidate because I can get him kicked off the ballot.
Oh, that's good.
Well, John, check your text message.
That means the Democrats are gonna win.
Well, I might get the Democrat candidate kicked off too and be the only candidate on the ballot. So I might be the de facto candidate. It's going to have to be some type of negotiation because they can challenge all of my signatures, and I'm pretty sure they can get me below the threshold. But if everybody's below the threshold, then they negotiate a settlement, and everybody's on the ballot. Nobody fulfilled the minimum requirements to be on the ballot.
Yeah, that's right. But how am I going to be able to suppress people if you were a congressman? If it was your rule, how would I be able to leverage politics to keep everybody down?
Blackmail. Have you heard his recordings on air? Blackmail.
There's nothing interesting in these recordings. There's just people using profanity. That's it.
Randy, can you play the clip of John saying, look at these Jewish niggers?
Never said that.
John, can you check your text message?
Never said that.
No, I know. We would never actually do that to them. But we did mess around with AI. It was fun.
you win, man. I really do. I think you're a crazy son of a bitch, and I think we need more crazy son of a bitches in there.
That's a guy who just.
In all honesty, like this guy is as weird as you are. Like you're more transparent than anyone really, because everything you do is recorded.
Yep.
So it's like the highest level of transparency.
It is.
I would just hope that you would lean a little bit more communist.
Well, I talked to Andrew Meyer is back on this app, and I asked him who are the communists, and he said China, you fucking idiot.
You are drunk, you son of a bitch.
I'm not drunk, dude.
I should tell you. Yes, you are. I can tell you're drunk. No fears, no big deal.
I don't know if you think a half a beer is going to make me drunk. I'm actually tired.
You're slurring a few of your words. I've never heard you slur your words before.
I'm not drunk. I didn't have any hard liquor or anything, but I'm tired. It's been an exhausting.
Well, then get some rest. It sounds like you had a good day, big day.
Well, I'm trying to draw Pepe into the barbecue roast. Can't get him to appear though.
What's the barbecue roast? Is that like a Haitian thing?
No, I was in Lou Fack's room yesterday and I roasted the shit out of Pepe in front of like 500 people. It was amazing.
A child.
I kept calling
Why?
him.
What did you say?
I kept calling him a low IQ monkey gnat, a boxer who has N-word Tourette syndrome, and Pfizer needs to come out with a biopharmaceutical pill that Pepe can take to help him get rid of his N-word Tourette syndrome. And Lou Fax is like, I like this motherfucker. I'm supporting candidate John.
That's right. That's right.
But I also roasted the COVID-19 vaccines, and there were other people on there that also roasted the COVID-19 vaccines.
So you're climbing political power this way.
I am recording.
One clubhouse member at a time, my child. One clubhouse member at a time.
Well, this is the craziest thing is there's only 3 people running for Congress in this district. There should be like hundreds of people. So all these congressional seats, this is how small the world is, basically never go opposed. So that's like the biggest trip of running for Congress is you realize that it's just an open field for who can essentially organize to do, to organize to run for Congress. It's very simple to do. So it's just like shocking to me how small the world is.
I mean, most people, they have a job and stuff.
Well,
really to want to get into politics, man, you gotta be a little off.
What Lou is actually trying to say is that most people actually go out in the world and produce goods and services.
That's not what I'm saying necessarily, but that's also true.
I
But
get
I mean,
it.
look, you're fine with opening yourself up to look. I would never get into politics, man. I wouldn't want to expose my family to like that shit.
Well,
it's a very nasty world, dude.
Well, when I took the train downtown and you see everybody just working.
Right, it's not worth it. None of it is worth it.
Well, everybody's working, but everybody still has their political positions, and most people are very angry. Things just won't get better for anybody unless they try to take some type of political ownership, because your political ownership affects your adjusted gross income at the end of the year.
No, but that's why you're wrong. You don't need to. You don't need to because of globalism. I don't need to take political ownership. I can go somewhere where I'm fine.
No, I don't think he's wrong. If you have the means to do that, but then you're already at a point where like the political doesn't even affect you. For most people, they're not at that point. So the politics does affect their daily life. I mean, it's affected your life. Look, you fucking couldn't leave the country for a very important event.
Yeah, but I survived, and that's fine.
Yeah. But it's just surviving and thriving are 2 very different things.
Well, if you do.
Well, but that's the thing. Well, hey, me not being able to travel at that time doesn't mean I'm not able to thrive. If you're unable to thrive, then it's time for you to move. I'm in the French side of Canada. Like, okay, if that's a real issue for me moving forward, I'll move somewhere else. Okay, so zoom out. If Canada itself is an issue, I'll move to the US. If US is the issue, I'll go to Europe. It doesn't matter. My point is, you don't have to get political power and fight for and focus on politics is for poor people, and you don't have to focus on it because you can move somewhere else thanks to globalism.
No, look, are you saying that fucking?
I mean, I feel like we do have to focus on it. Hi.
A child.
Yes, hello.
Hi, I'm sorry. I was just popping in because I'm currently studying this, and it's just nice to hear people actually talking about it who don't seem crazy.
Oh, yeah, you got the wrong room, Lily.
What are you studying?
Better start running. Kick this kid out of the room. Kick this kid out of the room. Don't let her see the truth. Kick her. Kick this kid quick. Don't let her know nothing.
Saying y'all is offensive.
Spare this little one, Rabbi. Spare the children. Think of the children. Spare this child. Kick her.
Where are you from if saying y'all is offensive?
I'm from Arizona, and I am offended by y'all.
He's offended. He's offended.
Hey, Lou, do
I'm
you
from
have your parents' permission to be on?
Yes. I'm from California.
Oh, that's good to know.
How old are you?
I'm 17. How?
Red flag.
Kick
Okay, bye.
immediately.
We all love Epstein, but bro, we don't have to,
Yeah, this is for the campaign.
For the record, I do not love Epstein.
Well, that's anti-Semitic. Why don't you love Epstein?
With all due respect, kick
I
her.
don't think that's a question, Rabbi. I think
It's true, you don't have to. You should. I mean, you should love everybody. You should. Yeah, exactly. You should.
Well, if you
I
love
love Epstein.
if you love everybody, you love yourself. But you know, you have to admit that what Epstein was doing was lewd and disgusting and abusive, manipulative behavior. But for guys like Randy, though, you know, if you're on FetLife all day long and you're arranging all these things, what happened to Bonsoir? I mean, you just abandoned her, and now you're here all the time.
that's his girlfriend. Don't talk about too soon.
With all due respect, David, you're the guy popping bottles of champagne, you know, in the gold room, or what do they call the room at the strip club? Champagne room.
Well, for the record, I wasn't the one that wanted to go to the strip clubs. I'm not going to say Rabbi was. There was somebody else. I'm not going to name names.
Don't be anti-Semitic. Don't be anti-Semitic.
Yeah, it was Diego. We know Diego was there.
No, Diego wasn't out there.
All right, well, then I guess Diego wasn't there. Oh, yeah, Rico.
No, it wasn't Rico.
Oh, it was Lou.
No, I'm not a strip club guy.
Who was it?
No,
Who was the other guy? Oh, Ewan. Ewan.
Well, I was talking about Montreal. I don't know what you guys.
No, that's Toronto, not Montreal.
Okay, so Evital, if you go to my Instagram, John Kitover, you can see an attorney who can represent the campaign, and he's on X. His name is Pericles the Great. He's got 250,000 followers, and Elon Musk retweets him. I got a selfie with him. We hugged. He said he would represent the campaign and cut me a deal.
Nice.
It goes to election court, and it's just 20 attorneys fighting in a court, you know, on behalf of the candidates. It's crazy. A lot of money gets spent here. Hundreds of thousands of dollars get spent trying to challenge petitions and kick you off the ballot. Little tiny courts.
I mean, but so John, with all due respect.
With all due respect, what's your point?
You lost. Like you.
We haven't lost anything yet. We have filed 2 objections, and 2 objections have been filed against us. That's what's happening. Who's saying 100% over there? David!
There's still a chance.
Listen, David, Mr. Toyman, you know, these import duty taxes have caused chaos in your Chinese manufacturing business. And, you know, I'm talking to Andrew Meyer. He's calling your manufacturers communists. I'm just wondering, do we need to put an extra 20% tax on the toy industry? With all due respect, David, put a little respect on this name. This is candidate John speaking here.
I mean, who do you have like 120% tariff? It's no bueno.
That has been suspended for 1 year. I will send a message to Trump if I get into Congress and say, only tax the toy industry and make sure the Bobadillas, they don't eat for a couple of years, David. Put some respect on candidate Nate John's name. Come on, David. We need your support in the campaign. Lou is an AI strategist. Evital's a donor. Rabbi's a consultant. CM is a schmuck. And Rich here, he's also a consultant. CM calls himself a mathematician. I asked him, what's 300 times 1,000? He couldn't even tell me off the top of his head. He's got his fucking man bun. He's sitting there DJing at some Colombian parties with some.
He doesn't want to tell you. It's not in your. He chooses not to tell you. How about that?
You know that this nigga is on read, right?
With all due respect, David, you haven't said anything intelligent in 5 years of listening to you. And, I'm just saying, with all due respect, that I've never heard you say anything really intelligent. I don't know if that's because you've never read a book in, 3 years or 5 years, but with all due respect, David.
Every single day, you guys make fun of the people who are. You can't make fun of people who are retarded, man, especially if you're running, John. I agree with you, John. I haven't heard anything they say.
Thank you.
For 5 years.
Listen, I do agree. Don't say anything.
That's your personal preference.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Walgreens' position is down 85% now. With all due respect.
Yeah, but the peanuts are 85% off.
Right now, you just roasted every single person in this room, and I'm voting for you. I'm in.
Thank you.
I'm in, John. You turned me over.
Thank you. Buy some Walgreens stock. I buy all my peanuts there. Great deals on the peanuts. Cashews, almonds, pistachios. With all due respect, David. David, your toy business is finished if I get into Congress. I'm jacking those Chinese tariffs up 100%, particularly on the Bogotilla franchises.
It's taking me higher than it is now.
Yeah. Is that a real photo of Mamdani? Is that real?
Yeah, that's Mamdani with a kippah. He's Jewish now.
And I'm the real Mamdani.
No, when was that?
It's like a week ago or something.
Oh, child.
I'm really surprised you didn't say you Chinese nigger.
Whoa. That's like the end word. Okay, is it? I mean.
I boomed the room. Who boomed the room?
John Cena's never been in a kind of champion either.
Okay, who boomed the room? Who boomed the room? It was me. You have to come back to the replay to find out who it was. It was me. Who boomed the room? Who boomed the room? It was me. Just trying to get ahead of the curve here. Who boomed that room? Who boomed the room? It was me. Okay, welcome to Who Boomed the Room. This has also been Pepe the Barbecue Roast, John Kitover candidate.
Devata inside, no? Why are you wanting to vote the Rakshas and get stuck with their dharmas? एक देवता को लेके आओ.
No.
Welcome, Mamdani. Who boomed the room?
No idea, but they'll be entering for this.
Good. People must be held accountable.
Rabbi just opened the room.
Oh, great. He'll be held accountable. But who boomed the room?
Okay, so he told the man, clear out. You're going to surely die if you eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now let's go into Genesis, the 3rd chapter, and verse 1, and let's see the snake. Let's see the serpent, the devil, Satan. Verse 1, Genesis 3 and 1. Go ahead and read.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Now you know what subtle means? That means like underhanded or real cunning, deceitful. Go ahead and read.
And he said unto the woman, yeah, as God said, you should not eat of every tree of the garden?
Oh, he asked that did God say that you can't eat nothing? Wait a minute. God didn't say that. But first of all, how did you know that God mentioned anything in regards to the garden and the fruits? See? Go ahead and read.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the...
No, I don't know if they had to have heard that. butchers in there like Mixed-Ed. Like I like Mixed-Ed, and he's a lawyer too. Which
Mixed-Ed is good.
So I kind of felt bad.
Divulgent trade secrets.
Yeah, Lou, if you ever need a lawyer, we're the detectives.
I think Mixed-Ed can be a superstar. His problem is that he's too emotional. Like he's almost as bad as Alvaro, bro.
I love him.
At least he's honest. At least he's honest and direct. So I like that.
Honest? I haven't seen that from him. Bullshit.
What are you talking about?
But he will present his view directly and forcefully, right?
Yeah, no, I've never seen him not be that way. I mean, I wouldn't say I've never seen him not be that way. He's mostly that way, though. In fact, he was one of the only ones I like jokingly said it in a very Jewish room. Although it's like a
Bima, hi Bima.
like conflict like that, but I was like,
Bima, was I so mean to you? I wasn't mean to you, Bima. Sorry, Bima, I wasn't mean to you. I was trying to help you. Maybe I was being mean to try to like wake you up or something, but I wasn't like being mean. Maybe I could.
You were mean to me.
Well, you know, this is the thing. It's like all I can say is I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Was it that bad?
No, I mean, I had to lean into it, and like I said to myself, why should I care? You know, like all that type of stuff. But I was offended for a while, and it hurt. I would laugh about it, but I'd leave and I'd be upset about it, and then I try to understand why the heck do I care what some guy on Clubhouse says about me? But yeah, I got over it. I forgive you.
All right. Well, glad that's settled.
So I came in the room because ASMR. I wanted to do an ASMR show with you.
What's an ASMR show about?
Well, we can start with talking a little bit like this.
Is this an ASMR show now?
We can say, hey, come closer. Closer than that. I want you to hear every sound and every breath like I'm right next to you. And I want you to take a deep breath with me. In and out. And exhale.
my people.
We made it through the day today. Even the parts we didn't think we'd make it through. I'm proud of you.
This is Bima doing an ASMR show in my other room.
Now I want you to just let yourself melt a little bit. Just can't laugh. Have to relax. I want you to close your eyes. Everything can wait. Everything can wait. The world can wait. The world can wait. And right now, it's just you and my voice running for Congress. And you're safe here. You're safe here with us. Stay with us just a little.
It's probably the most effective video I'll shoot today.
You can follow John's ASMR hypnosis relaxation sounds room. Join and follow him. We saved a spot for you.
Wow, that was like the best video I probably filmed of the day. I'm gonna mute them. Now I'm gonna play for you the kalimba. And if you want to do more ASMR while I'm playing this kalimba and we create some ASMR pleasures together, that will really be super cool for the campaign. As I was filing the objections today, there was this older gentleman there who took about 17 minutes to fill out some paperwork in front of me. Like, he could have stepped to the side. But anyways, I filmed the whole thing, so, you know, killed two birds with one stone. But as I was sitting there waiting, guess what I was doing? I was breathing. Well, I just want to say that I hope you guys have another great night and a lot of fun with DJ Rabbi here hosting the room, bringing you all the super intelligence you guys have ever been looking for. The guy is the best financial advisors I've ever come across. This guy can really pick them. He can really beat you in darts.
That's right.
Yeah, your ASMR was a big success, B. I can restart my live stream, and that's when we should do a new one. Let me give you a countdown, because it's when you start and stop, that's when a huge influx comes in, and you only got a couple seconds to keep the audience.
Listen to this.
Hello, everybody on Cookhouse. This is John Kitover, all the way from Mississippi. I'm now touring here to appeal to the nigger population and their support for the Yiddishkeiks in Chicago. Wow. I wish you happiness, health, wealth, joy, and peace of mind. Vote Kitover and go to the gym, fatty.
What was that?
Holy shit, that was an AI rendering of my persona. Is that really the way AI thinks I come across? That's outrageous.
Wait, are you serious?
Well, that was Randy McDickerson, aka this fake Jordanian shawarma manufacturer. You know what, David? I'm putting 185% tax on your toy business as soon as I get into Congress, with all due respect.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
That was awful. Can we go back to the ASMR now?
You gotta listen to that stuff before you play it. Jeez, John.
I didn't play it. They live streamed it on me to try to, you know, F with the campaign by saying the N-word. These guys think they're being slick. They're just like immigrant, you know, little children on a social audio chat app on a conference call thinking they're smart. This guy can't pick a stock better than a 10-year-old. This guy's a drooler. Oh, wow, he's good at Excel sheets. The guy was a goat herder for his, you know, childhood. You're a master debater. With all due respect, David.
Yeah, take off the DE.
So why did J.D. Vance kiss Erica Kirk that way? Was that an AI video of them like hugging and kissing? I mean, wow. That was passionate. But why won't she convert to Christianity? What's the big deal?
These butt plugs pump, but they don't dump. Open your legs, but keep your minds closed and come serve Israel with Congressman Kitover.
That's a good one. Clip it. Clip it.
We need to, but you need to, like, it's still off. Still not so good.
It sounds okay. Let's go.
We gotta play over video of somebody breaking into business. It does sound like him, but it just doesn't sound like you need to work with it for it to actually sound real.
It does, yeah. It does
Issa Kuntz is here. Hi, Issa. Big day on the campaign trail today. Two objections have been filed against the opponent, Darren LaHood, the incumbent Congressman. LaHood Darren challenged.
Sorry.
We got kicked. Bima was doing ASMR just a minute ago. So I restarted my YouTube live.
You got kicked from where?
From Randy's room.
Oh, who was there?
Bunch of stupid F words, the usual.
Who?
David Bobadilla. So Bima, I restarted all my YouTubes, and let's go back to the ASMR relaxation mode. Issa Kunt, who is that on my PTR? Is that me or Stephen Miller?
I'll tell you right now. Stephen Miller.
Correct. Okay, we have a lot of people dumping into the YouTube live right now. This is an ASMR with our good friend Bima. Bima is a world famous ASMR artist. Take it away, Bima.
Can I tell you something? I'm legendary. Oh, I'm up against massive competition. The one and only Isa. Great night. Yes, people, but you have the top lips. Top lips like this. Top lips. Let me tell you a little bit of something that is a little bit unsettling. Yes. Let's talk about technology and how technology is learning how to sound like you. Exactly like you. Exactly like you. Your tone. How did you get those lips so pumped? Is it the bee? It was the bee. It stung you. It bit me with its mandibles. I will get some bees to do that to mine too. Isa's too good for me. Isa, keep talking, tell us more. Teach me. I don't know what to say. Let's talk about the technology. I should say technology, Isa. Technology. I hear you say it. Someone. Technology. Oh, it's so good. That is so good. So technology. Someone only needs 3 seconds of your voice, Isa. 3 seconds, and suddenly they can make you say anything. Apologies you never gave. Confessions you never made. Or worse, opinions that you don't hold or don't believe, like we just heard. Imagine a politician like John Kitover in Illinois 16, District 16, Kitover. Oh, you're so good. Kitover. Get over. Running for office. How do you say that? Running for office. And an AI clone of his voice. Start Daniel here. Daniel, come on stage. Isa, you're too good for me. You're so good. You have such the perfect ASMR voice. It's so good. Oh, good at ASMR. Daniel, phone today. Daniel has something to say. Something to say. Something to say. Something he's going to do. Daniel, come to say. Daniel, come talk to us about Israel in SMR mode. I invited him, but he doesn't come up. Okay, let's open the stage. Come up, Daniel. Just unmute. Daniel. Buen dia. Daniel, come talk to us about AI.
Bonsoir.
David B. Does ASMR. ASMR. I think my voice is dry. You can have it. It's open voice. What are you doing, Daniel? Nothing. Just hanging around, you know. I can change the vibe. Oh my god. I know, right? Where's my new What the hell was that? That's Daniel. Oh, that's Daniel. I was wondering which Daniel that was. Now I know. That's our Daniel. The one on you. The one. Daniel.
Stop pretending you don't. All right, listen up. Stop pretending you don't see what's going on here, all right? The lies, they're not even trying to hide themselves. They're lazy. They're obvious. And yet, folks still repeat them because it's just so much easier than.
All right, this is an ASMR.
What the hell was that?
This is an ASMR room. Only whispering, please.
We were talking about technology. It can copy you, copy you. With just three seconds of your voice. And then boom. Why are you shouting? Saying things. Stop screaming in my ears. Why is she screaming like this? Amir, come to this room and talk to us like this. Amir. We have Callie. Isa. Why is she whispering? Why do you keep whispering over me? My God, she keeps on whispering over me. That's all. Yes. Daniel, that's good. That's good, Daniel. This would be perfect any other night when I go to sleep and my hubby is sleeping, but today he's not here, and I'm just wasting this on nothing. I know, right? Bye, Coyote. Back here, so I don't little crash. What? Crash back, breaking here. Oh, that's fresh crash back. Hold on. I just painted it. I'm picketing more people. I didn't whisper nest. Whisper nest. Because it's really loud. Excuse me. You must protect our voices. We must. Protect. Demon, don't move. You have a bee right on your lip. Don't move. Well, that bee is what makes her lips look so sexy. Oh, that's very smart. Efficient, yeah. Do you have any extra bees? It's like a life hack. Hey girls, you can surrounded by bees and you get sense effects. So it also works on other parts.
Alright everybody, this is your ASMR experience with candidate Congressman John Kitover. Stay on mute, do not release. This is your ASMR hypnosis. It says, through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. Through our ears, the universe is listening to its harmonies. We are the witnesses through which the universe becomes conscious of its glory, of its magnificence. Alan Watts.
I like the concept of this room. The way. The concept. It's special.
Invite people to the room right now. Make it get extra special.
Having serendipity in here.
There's only one rule here, and that is you have to whisper. That's the only rule of the room. If you don't whisper,
I think you should put that in the title of this very room.
it's the secret room rule. If you break it, that means you're not in the know. It's an inside joke. But you have to invite people to the room. What are you waiting for? Move those fat fingers now. Hi, Serendipity. Welcome to the room.
I already picked a lot of people.
Okay, this is ASMR by John.
But I think they're blocking you. All of them.
That's okay. They know you're here. Believe me, they want to come in so bad. But they just don't.
I know.
They don't want to indulge. They know how they can see it. They know what we're doing here. They really want to be here, but they're afraid. They're afraid that they have to.
Afraid of what?
You know, that they have to stop using vulgarity, profanity, swear words, racist terminology. They can't.
But we're also using swear words. Fuck.
No. We're talking about people with Down syndrome. You know, autism. We don't use the word retard anymore. Anyways, invite people to the room. There's only one rule to the room. That's you have to whisper. Or you make cool ASMR sounds. No. Bing, bing, bong, bong. You can do a bing, bing, bong, bong. Anybody.
That is not languages or
Also, if you have Truth Social, download Truth Social on your phone right away.
Oh, no.
Do you have Truth Social? Download Truth Social. Hi, Akima.
And Mel C. Hello, Mel C. Now, Mel C. How are you today? Today we listen to a quote by Alan Watts. Hey, I want to tell you something beautiful, Mel C. Mel C. Through your eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. You aren't just looking at the world. The world is looking back through you, Melcy. Every breath you take, Melcy. Every move you make. Every thought you take. Every thought that sparks. I'll be watching you. This is the universe, Melcy, becoming aware of its own existence. Alan Watts says, you, Melcy, are the witness, the observer, the mirror. Do you know what would be an amazing business idea? An app that reads the whole Bible in ASMR. Yes! 365 days of God whispering to you. You mean our Bible or your Bible? Yeah, my Bible, because it's longer. You only have the Old Testament. Ours fits exactly in a year. Yeah, well, because you read less. We choose ours, that's it. Our Bible has got the original and the sequel. We cannot start from the second one, it doesn't make sense. What? We cannot start from the second one, we need to start from the first book. Yes. And then we're to Quran in ASMR. That's how I know.
Just remember, there's a
it would be very fun to make the Quran sexual. Oh my God. Isn't it already sexual? Have you read the one about Muhammad and the man of Sit? With the man who rode him all night long. Yes, but that is the Hadith, isn't it? Or is it the Quran? Potato.
Tomato.
And we can even make the sound of goats walking. It sounds like a dog sniffing his balls. Yes. His concept is very good, but in practice, no. Yes. Yeah. you didn't read the memo. The memo clearly says, it's spelled, John, it's spelled with you spell it with I just put 2 pieces of pizza inside of the air fryer. Shh. I'm drinking a little bit of cerveza con anaranjada, aka orange juice. Shh, Bima. Great idea. I think all of our rooms should be in ASMR mode in the future. It's so much more relaxing this way. Shh. Everybody has to whisper. How do you get away? How do you get away with the noises? Exactly, those stupid noises are not ASMR. You're cheating. You're so bad at ASMR. Although I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. No offense. Not to you, I mean Edmund. Edmund is fucking up the whole thing. Yeah, stop it. Shh, you're not. Edmund, you are finding your own room. That's all. You are already tolerant. Shh. No. Oh, David, welcome to the room. We're all whispering. You gotta whisper, David. Shh. Can you whisper, David? With all due respect, this is an ASMR room. The only rule in the room, David, is you have to whisper. Shh. I ain't training on this. the code? No, he says. I say it's come on stage. It's your opportunity to shine, shine, shine. We will not speak over you. Just wonder you. Hello, everybody. Why are you shouting? How are you? Jesus. Boys, girls. No boys. Okay, shout. Okay. Oh, he knows how to whisper. It's the middle of the night, I mean. In the middle of the night. I go look at him when I sleep. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. What happened to Aziz? You guys have to explain the rules to him. He has to whisper. Yes. He's not on. God, I'm not tired, but it's 3 a.m. and I worked tomorrow for 3 years. I'm going. Yeah, ASMR. It's okay, you can post cards. I will dream of all of you. I also need to go to bed. Beach. Daniel, Meg, John, Kitover, ASMR, Universe. Earplugs. Hypnosis, relaxation, sounds, hypnosis, relaxation, ASMR. Contemplating bodies. You're waking everybody up. David, welcome to the room. My mic. Everybody has to whisper mic. ASMR. Mike is a faggot. ASMR. Issa, no F word, please. Apologize. Why? No F word here, no profanity, please. Okay, I apologize. PG-13, please. Okay. I'll save it for later. Okay. This is so much fun for introverts. I love it. Moose fuckers. Oh no, I apologize. This mic I like. It's another one. I apologize. I heard a mic. I was going to say, what did this mic? Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything to me. I like you actually. Such a great guy. This mic. Mike. Love. Sorry. Love, we love. faggot, not gay. And in order to, you don't, I mean, you can't be a faggot and be hetero. Oh, the same. Sorry, I'm Gen X. We don't have to be. It's not the same.
Esau, welcome to TA Uma. This is an ASMR room, TA Uma.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. I'm going to sleep. I am going to sleep. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all in my dreams. Goodbye. Ryan, come home. Come home. Home. Where's that? Welcome to the ASMR Hypnosis Relaxation Room. Relaxation Room. Where we the walls with calm and the lights shimmering warm goodness upon us like warm stars from the universe that Watts teaches us about. And the world outside cannot reach you here. the tips. Ice cream. Ice cream with dip. That's good. Melty, melty. We're traveling. We're travelers tonight. Traveling. Today. Let's breathe slowly. Let's listen and hear the sounds. Soak it into your soul. Balance. Responsibility. Welcome, travelers. Have you heard of John Kitover? John Kitover, ex-Congressman? Question. Yes. Will the streets be safer with John Kitover? Welcome, Sean P. Will the schools teach truth under John Kitover? Yes. Speak your John.
This is so funny, dude.
Come and have your voice heard. Your voice must be heard. You must be heard. Come. Who comes? Assholes.
Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so fucking funny.
You're so beautiful. People. What color is the room, Sean? What light? What light is in our room? Diamond light. Purple. Diamond light.
No. I love that. ASMR. ASMR. Autism, Down syndrome, ASMR, hypnosis, all communication is hypnosis, all communication is hypnosis, all communication is projection, all communication is spam, all communication is political, all communication is propaganda, ASMR, hypnosis, relaxation, sounds, OHM, O. Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, AstraZeneca, Medicaid, Medicare, coconut cream pie, cookies, chocolate, Dutch chocolate pie, coconut pie, banana cream pie, cherry pie. Banana. Cherry pie, banana pie, chocolate pie, ramen. New York strip, politics, asparagus, lobster, shrimp cocktail, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, pizza, government shutdown. Back open for business. Borrowing, spending, taxing. Big government is the solution to all small problems. Wealth redistribution. Wealth redistribution is just another name for a liberal. Minimum basic income, universal basic income. It's all fiat currency. Trust the Federal Reserve. Always trust the Federal Reserve. And always trust Big Pharma. Always trust the military. Question authority. Question authority. Think for yourself. Question authority. Think for yourself. Question authority. Think for yourself. Stop thinking at your problems. Stop thinking at your problems. Political. Come on. The more you think, the more. Nancy Pelosi is finally retired. Nancy Pelosi. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Nancy Pelosi's finally retired. Nancy Pelosi's worth $4.7 trillion. Nancy Pelosi is the richest best-stock trader in the world.
We love you. We love you.
Oh my god. It's my god, the penis. Southwest Nigeria, Christian genocide. Southwest Nigeria, Christian genocide. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. No goodbye. No goodbye, friends forever. No! Be mine! Distribution, minimum basic income, universal basic income. Stop the wars. Stop the wars. Shh. No more wars. No more wars. No more wars. Those were some big bombs we dropped on Iran. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bing, bing. Bong, bong. SNAP benefits for all. Snap, 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 snap. COVID-19 vaccines. Yum. Give me more. So loud, so loud. Give me more Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Bill Gates lives inside my arm. Hi, Bill Gates. Oh my gosh. Bill Gates. Arrest Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci. Arrest Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci. ASMR experience. I love Tylenol. Makes me feel so good. Oh, I eat Tylenol for lunch. Yum. I love Tylenol. Kitover. Play your flute. Play your flute. I love Excedrin. Play your flute. Play your flute. Play your flute. Play your flute. Play your flute.
ASMR experience. ASMR. ASMR.
Wait, you're gonna miss Pepe and Timothy debating?
You have to whisper. It's an ASMR.
You're gonna miss Timothy and Pepe debating right now.
Pepe is debating. Pepe's always debating.
He's debating Timothy and he's winning.
Pepe's always debating. Pepe's always talking.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to 3
You should be live streaming it. So confused. You're wasting time.
I'm talking to Rich.
Okay, you're wasting time. You're wasting time. I'm so confused. Our masturbators. I'm restless. The masturbators. Welcome to the tribe.
Moses is an IQ artist. Many people on Clubhouse are actually Down syndrome sufferers like Timothy. Pepe also has brain rot and TBI.
Pepe has a small penis.
Pepe has no pee-pee. Pepe has no pee-pee.
Is Pepe debating?
Pepe is
Or is he masturbating?
Pepe is debating. No more laughing. You gotta be serious. I want to thank B Computer for listening in. Amazon AI Lab. Thank you so much for being here in my ASMR room. This is also being listened to by B Computer by Amazon. Everything's being transcribed. Suggestions, to-dos, calendar invites will be sent. This is Candidate John, ASMR. Okay, thanks for being here. This is John Kitover running the 16th district against Darren LaHood. This is my ASMR evening meditation comedy self-actualization experience. We are running to unseat and defeat Darren LaHood in Illinois 16. Hero, welcome to the room. Are you feeling courageous today, Hero? Brave? What about you, Nick? Did you enjoy the show? I thought we crushed it tonight. Craig, Mel, Melissa, any final comments before we end this room and wrap it up? No? Cat's got your tongue? Okay. I understand. Okay, thank you, Melissa. Thank you for being here. It's been a lot of fun. Craig, anything you want to say before we go? Let me look at the chat. Okay, that was a killer show. Okay, everybody go to johnforcongress.com. Click the link above if you want to donate. Website is johnforcongress.com. The antidote campaign link is above. Click that if you want to donate $5. Callie, welcome. Timok, wow, Timok coming to the show. Maybe we'll just leave the room open. People keep floating in and out. We're gonna go Talking Apes, see what they're saying in there. Hi, Timok. Time Lock, we have filed objections to Darren LaHood today. Can we hear them? No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not in the institution. I'm just sorry, it's just not. Dr. Amos Wilson tells us that the measure of intelligence is the ability to be able to problem solve and set goals. And I think today's Negro has brain rot or brain atrophy to such a degree that they couldn't solve their way out of a wet paper bag.
What do you think about Cornel West?
I think he's a good-looking gentleman, nice gray hair,
Yo, Spinal King, did you ever hear if you ain't got nothing to say, you don't say it?
He wrote Race Matters. Did you read the book?
Yes, I've read it.
You can't just keep firing off a bunch of questions at this.
Well, the reason I'm asking it is,
won't you tell us what you think about your thoughts and your statements? Did you fire a question after question?
Because Sparkle has a
I
interesting.
know.
For me, it works a lot differently. You just think that the majority, what the majority of racists don't support Israel.
I would say white racist, yes. They don't. They would either be ambivalent or they would be against Israel.
I mean, by that you just mean a very you mean a very so specific brand of racist, like anti-Semites. That's what you're saying.
No, I mean. So I mean, I'm sure you've spoken with people who are out. They admit they're racist, like they're white nationalists or white nationalists or black nationalists. Sure.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So they're very They generally are tribal people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is anti-Semitism is a subset of racism. So obviously it wouldn't be true that you're going to be a racist but not anti-Semitic.
Generally, you're going to be your own in-group. So that's where Jews are kind of peculiar because the reason why, for example,
I'm looking at Daniel Nero's profile
they
pictures.
may be
It's like
considered
some
white
4'11"
people especially white people would often exclude them is because, well, yeah, I can consider you white and you can say you're part of my tribe, but ultimately you have your own tribe, the Jewish community, and your affinity to that Jewish tribe almost always is stronger than your affinity to the whiteness that you have. And so just because these people are tribal by nature, they can sense that, and they're like, okay, well, he has his own tribe, so he's not one of us. And so that's just a way of quickly otherizing people. And I think that's what everybody does to an extent.
Yeah, but they don't do that nearly as much to Catholics, for example. Right? Like, there's a lot of white nationalists, that are very anti-Catholic, and a lot of them are actually anti-Christian altogether.
Yes, they think we're a Jewish psyop.
Yes, there is that kind of branch of the white nationalists, but they don't treat
this message is to Airbnb as well as other hosts. Be careful who you let in your apartment because this is what I would consider a trash rental.
Yes, whereas they can look at a Jew as somebody who will never be a part of the tribe because he's born a Jew. But us Christians, we can be converted to, I don't know, becoming a fucking Odinist or some shit and doing our cringe, pagan bullshit.
Well, why do you think that is?
Well, because they think. So there's Adam Green who's been doing this for quite a while, and then Timothy, you're off mute.
Yeah, Timothy, can you mute?
Sorry.
Wait, is Adam Green a white nationalist?
I don't think he's a white nationalist, at least as far as I know. But he's somebody who I don't even know if he's Jewish. He might even be. I don't know. But
I don't think he's Jewish, but he's definitely very anti-Christianity.
Yes, so he's somebody who's for years been pushing this, that Christianity was one of the greatest ups by the Jews. It's to get us ultimately subordinate to Jewish people, to worship a Jewish Messiah, yada, yada, yada.
To worship the Jewish God.
Yes, and then basically we have, they have their no hide laws. We have our 10 Commandments, which it's kind of goes off of that. And so he basically is just like, yeah, you white people are just, or you people in general, I shouldn't say white people, you guys are being psyoped by these Jews. Then you have some like much lower IQ neo-Nazis that have, as of this past year, have been really pushing this shit, and this has been their angle. But anybody who calls themselves a national socialist, in 2025 is a fucking retard. Okay, nobody takes them seriously. There's no.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what?
Something he was just going on about where he's like, the reason they don't want to consider them white is because they have a different tribe. They call me white, and I don't want to associate with some tribe of fucking white people. Are you serious? Like, it's just like
no.
Like, your head has been melted by like complete gibber.
No, I don't think you understand.
Gibberish.
If you're a white nationalist, for example, you realize you might get some. There's probably the most. So Stephen Miller is he's. I can't think he's anything but a white nationalist, but he's the one in government that probably has the most exposure. At the end of the day, when you get a Jewish person, you have to understand they have to pick and choose their tribe.
Hi, Callie.
Now, as a white Jew, you're.
Callie, that was fun, wasn't it? This room was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I didn't know what I was looking into just now. But I just want to thank you for the laughter because I really needed it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever done, a room like that and just forced whispering.
Thank you for having it. I didn't know that you did that, and I was just scrolling through. I was about to deactivate, actually. So you helped renew my faith in Clubhouse for one more week. Yeah. So see, you're probably affecting people out there that you don't even know.
I agree. I think ASMR and trying to create deep states of relaxation for people is, kind of tricky. But that was an amazing, Mozart experience. Because I'm filming all
really
this.
Was.
Yeah, I hope people enjoy it.
You filmed it all?
Yeah.
Okay. I would rather not see it. Like when I have stuff at work like that where I'm filmed, I just don't want to see it or hear it. Let it go out there. And no, it's just, I had such a good time. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do it again. Hello. Okay. Bye.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this ASMR experience. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. This is candidate John Kitover running the 16th district against Darren LaHood.
Yeah, get it. Look out. Look out. Look out.
Okay, everybody go to johnforcongress.com. Thanks for being here.